In the year 2245, Earth had long been abandoned, its resources depleted, and its atmosphere toxic. Humanity had fled to the stars, settling on colonies scattered across distant planets. The Galactic Federation built massive space stations to serve as waypoints between these colonies, ensuring the survival of the human race. One such station was the Orion. Captain Daniel Harper was the last surviving crew member aboard the Orion. A freak accident during a routine mission had killed the rest of the crew, leaving Daniel alone on the station. For months, he had sent distress signals out into the void, hoping that anyone, would respond. But space was vast, and the Orion was located in one of the more remote sectors of the galaxy. No rescue ships had come. The station's systems were deteriorating rapidly. Power shortages had become routine, and the oxygen levels were slowly dropping. Daniel had managed to keep the critical systems running through sheer willpower, but he knew it was only a matter of time before the station failed entirely. His food rations were running low, and he had started rationing water. Every day, Daniel sat in the control room, staring at the stars beyond the window, searching for any sign of a ship. The silence was deafening, broken only by the hum of the station's struggling engines. Loneliness weighed on him like a physical presence. His mind played tricks on him. He often thought he heard voices, saw movement in the corners of his vision. Then, one day, as Daniel was drifting off to sleep in his bunk, an alarm blared through the station. He jolted upright, his heart pounding. The long-range sensors had detected a ship approaching. He rushed to the control panel, his fingers shaking with anticipation. The ship was a small freighter, not much bigger than a shuttle. It wasn't a rescue ship, but it was human-made, and that was all that mattered. Daniel tried to hail them, but his communication system was too damaged. All he could do was wait. As the ship docked with the Orion, Daniel grabbed his helmet and rushed to the airlock. The door hissed open, and for the first time in months, Daniel saw another human face. A young woman in a pilot's suit stepped through the airlock, her expression one of shock and relief. "You're alive," she exclaimed. "We thought this station was lost." Daniel felt a lump form in his throat. "I thought I was too." The woman introduced herself as Captain Ava Reynolds, a freelance pilot who had picked up Daniel's distress signal by sheer luck. Her ship wasn't equipped for long-range travel, but she could take him to the nearest colony, where he could finally be safe. As they prepared to leave the Orion behind, Daniel took one last look at the station that had been his prison and his lifeline. He felt a strange mix of emotions, relief, sorrow, and a deep sense of gratitude for having survived when so many others hadn't. The journey to the colony would take days, but for the first time in a long time, Daniel felt hope. The stars outside the ship's windows seemed a little brighter now, and the silence of space no longer felt so oppressive. He wasn't alone anymore.